Good morning and welcome to Opinions from Mary. Today is September 3rd. Yesterday I met with my friend who's an OBGYN and my church friend and his wife and also my own primary care doctor regarding my cancer. So let me update you on what I found out. My friend is participating in a study from it's called Almanac. Anyway, what it is they find people, or they're taking people, participants, not that many people, a few hundred. It's here in the paperwork, okay? Anyway, I had a good consent. And what they're doing is they're looking for markers in the blood of people who were just diagnosed with cancer. So when I called my friend, because I was freaked out, he asked me if I would participate in this study, and I said yes. And I read, it's quite lengthy, the information about it. It's a one-time deal. They pulled a lot of blood. I want to say it was 7 or 9 vials worth of blood. And after reading this, they keep it for 20 years. So, but everything is, my name isn't used. I won't get the test results. I was given, you get $100, for them collecting your blood, which was nice. Anyway, the only purpose for this is so that they could start identifying common markers or proteins in blood types of people who are early diagnosed with cancer, so that that will lead to a cure. I guess colon cancer and lung cancer is the #1 leader in cancers, and breast cancer, which is what I was just diagnosed with, follows through. So if this can help someone in the future, amen. Okay, so anyway, that was with my friend, and I didn't have a lot of time to spend with him and his wife talking about my situation because another church member, he had to go to her funeral, and I wasn't really friends with that woman. I knew who she was because I had moved from that area, but she was my age, and I asked how she died, and I was told that she had lymphoma and caught COVID. So, yeah, it's just kind of scary because I think, I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Isn't lymphoma some form of cancer? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, for what it's worth, there's a study out there, so I thought that was nice, and that's how my friend is. He's very, always giving, a very giving person. So anyway, I'm glad he's in my life. Okay, then I got phone calls from the breast cancer place, from the nurses, and they had talked to me about this test result, which is also mentioned in this study that my friend is participating in, or providing people for the study. It has to do with DNA, and to where they actually analyze your DNA. Now, according to the nurse at the breast care place, it costs $6,500. According to my friend's wife, they have a similar test, which is only $249. Of course, the patient pays that. In my situation, the insurance pays the $6,500, and then I pay a percentage of it according to my copay. And they don't know how much my copay is. I talked to my insurance. Nobody seems to know what that price is. It's like, wait until you get the bill and see. However, according to the nurse at the breast care place, she said it could be anywhere from $100 to $200. And then also at my friend's place, they were approached by someone who does this DNA testing. And I guess there's a zero copay program out there. So my advice to whoever's watching this who's interested in finding out and what they look for in these tests is, are you prone to certain cancers? Are you prone to certain diseases? So, I thought it was a small price to pay, whether, not the $6,500, but, maybe it is worth that. Anyway, for my copay, or $249 to find out what my body is susceptible to. Okay, so that is available. So anyway, I am now, so I went and I met with my doctor, and the test results that I read and I Googled, and the information I found from Google had me in a tizzy. I'm still in a tizzy because from what I was able to pull up, I have a very aggressive breast cancer, and that's not a good thing to hear, okay? But according to my doctor, he thinks I'm only in stage 1. It's a very small mass. They'll do a lumpectomy, which is basically take a chunk out of my breast and then analyze that. And from that, they'll be able to tell what the stage is. Stage 1 is just a little lump and not affecting any tissue around it. And then stage 3 is just a little lump, and when they pull out the lump with tissue around it, the whole thing is cancerous. And so I guess stage 3 is pretty bad. That means it's moved past the little lump. Okay, so my doctor suspects it's stage 1, and that put me at ease. Anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. Come Tuesday, Monday's the holiday, Labor Day. Come Tuesday in the morning, I'm going in for my $6,500 blood test for the blood to be drawn in the morning. And of course, they'll ask them to bill me to find out what my copay part is. And then, and the nurse said that she actually called over to the place, and because when I talked to the nurse, backtracking a little bit before I agreed to do it, but when I told her, I says, look, I don't understand what the difference is. My friend's place, which doesn't take my insurance, they take another type of insurance. They're doing these same tests for either $249 with no insurance involved or a zero copay, possibly with insurance involved. So I don't understand why yours is $6,500 and my copay could be anywhere from $100 to $200. And the nurse didn't seem to know that either. But anyway, in talking to her, she called the place that's doing this testing, and they said, yeah, tell me not to worry, that this might be covered by Medicare. Okay, so their test is 100% covered by Medicare, and nobody seems to know what my insurance covers. So they said, look, whatever it is, if she doesn't have the money, we'll work with her to make payments. So I thought that was really nice that, anyway, they're not going to make it as difficult on me. So tell on that one. Okay, so moving ahead, according to my doctor, I shouldn't be freaking out. He thinks it's stage 1. We'll know more. And I was pretty much told by the nurses at the breast care place that this is going to be baby steps. I didn't understand why. And what I'm finding out is next step is Monday, they're going to do the blood to see what kind of markers I have in my system to see if I am prone to cancer. And according to my doctor, even if the lumpectomy comes back, that, hey, things are good and we caught it, if my blood work comes back, then I'm prone to cancer. He said there's probably an 80% chance that you're going to get it again. So that's why they do these tests. So I guess that's something worth knowing. And then also I'm having my MRI done on Tuesday. And what I have to lay for an hour on my stomach and can't move. But what they'll do is they will see exactly what's going on with my breast, how big that lump actually is. Are there any other lumps that we're not seeing? And so I will know more on Tuesday. And yes, I am freaking out. And yes, I will continue to freak out until this is all said and done. So just to help you who are also freaking out if you're watching this, there obviously are studies being done that we do not have access to help things, so that would tell me that we're making progress in this direction. And there is a test out there to see what you are susceptible disease-wise based on your RNA. And there is also been a lot of advances specifically in breast cancer, according to my doctor. So it is no longer a death sentence for a lot of people, okay? Because I'm pretty much still on the bad news situation part of hearing about breast cancer. Okay, God bless you. I send you all my love. And if you are freaking out like I am, you're not in this alone, okay? All right. Have a wonderful day, and I will update after Tuesday with more information on what happened there. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.